Hey there, in the kitchen. So I harvested some lemon balm. So I'm cleaning these. Gotta bring you along. I'm gonna clean them. I'm gonna freeze dry them. I have this herb cutter that I use. That I'm gonna use to clean moss. Put it in the freeze dryer. I was gonna cut it, but you know what? I think you can use the stem as well because I want to make a tincture. I want to make a tea. Well, while I'm prepping this, we can chat about lemon balm, which is part of the mint family, so that explains why it spread the way it did in my garden. Because I do know to plant mint in a container. Didn't dawn on me to plant lemon balm in a container. And a lot of people that forage, some of the way they do a plant identification also is they'll look at the stem of the plant. And the mint family tend to have square. The stem usually is square instead of, forget my nails, I need to get them done. It's square instead of round. Yeah, go figure. You know, the amount of things that I've just started learning, I didn't think I had the capacity to, well, you learn something every day. You really should learn something every day. But I didn't realize how intriguing and interesting plant life is, and realizing, you know, these things were put on earth by design. We won't go into big pharma. Big pharma is there for a reason. It exists. It's a business, but it is also there for a reason. But plants are medicine too. And these typically are friendly for kids too. I haven't given any to my kids. I'm going to try that. Now they're a little bit older. I'll try with them when they have tummy aches. But, yeah, back to the lemon balm. It's in the mint family. It has that very lemony smell. You can smell. I've always been a believer in aromatherapy, like lavender. I keep lavender by my desk, and that's what I inhale when I'm stressed sometimes, because I don't like taking a bunch of medicine. So, yeah. But I shall be sipping on lemon balm tea. I'm going to make this part of my daily regimen. So I get up early in the morning to get things done while everybody's asleep. I know 6 is still a little early, but it's 6 o'clock. And we don't have to rush and be anywhere right away. So my kids keep busy schedules. But, yeah. I threw some in my ice. I threw some fresh leaves in my ice water yesterday. I'm about to make me a tea when I finish this. But this is also a digestive. Not only is it calming, so it can be used for anxiety. Those with anxiety. It can also be used for a digestive aid. It can also be used for its antiviral properties and antioxidants. Isn't that amazing how many ways you can use a plant? Like, all this does is reinforces my passion in my motivation to garden. I'm not knocking medicine. It's there for a purpose. And like all the disclaimers say, consult with your doctor who you trust and you have a good relationship with. But also use your common sense and you listen to your body. Your body will tell you. Because, you know, everybody is unique and different. I'm one of those people that I think it took a while to get where I am mentally. To understand how to function in society. And not that I don't fall to social norms and pressures, but you have to, I think you do have to, I think it's one thing about aging, and you know, some people get it early. I sure didn't, but I think that's one thing about getting older. You get a little bit wiser. You're more in tune to listen and to put things together from your experience over life. But I just forgot my train of thought. Where I was going with this point. I forgot. Somebody distracted me. Oh, being in tune with your body. How unique and how different everybody is. And, you know, there are standards. But you make your own standards. You know, just as long as it's... And I got to give disclaimers. It's appropriate. You make your own standards. You build your own confidence. You listen to your body. You do what's best for you, not what's best for somebody else. You do what's best for you. I just have a long teaspoon that I'm pushing this down with. And I need to hurry up for the humidity messes up, so I need to get moving. But you do what's best for you, you know, based on your confidence, how you feel, what your body is telling you. And herbal medicine isn't a pop one pill and that's it, or drink one cup of tea and that's it. It's just like with any type of maintenance medication, or you got to repeat it. You got to repeat it. You have to get on a routine with it. You got to... With plants in general, just like with people, you build a relationship with it. You do. Some people may think I'm crazy for singing to and talking to my plants, but you know, that's my way of connecting with it. Because I have respect for it. I have respect for what it does. I have a respect for its purpose on this earth and in my life. I have a level of respect for it. And I know I don't know it all, nor will I know it all in my lifetime. That's why we lean on others and that's why we, you know, you're watching YouTube. It may be for educational purposes. It may be for entertainment. Either way. I mean, that's what I do. I use it for entertainment and for educational purposes. And then I formulate my own opinion. I do my own research and I formulate my own opinion. It is important to formulate your own opinion, but do it when you formulate your own opinion. If you don't like the way somebody's doing something, as old folks say, keep it to yourself. Or if you see somebody doing something that's wrong, that you passionately feel it's wrong, or it may harm them in some way because they may not know something, do it in a nice way. Don't be mean about it. I mean, we are all humans in this world. You never know what somebody is going through. You never know how your words, your actions could impact somebody in somebody's day. So be nice, respectful, and kind. I've learned that over the years, because when you get upset or you get mad at somebody else, guess what? You're stressing yourself out. When you have expectations on others and you're expecting them to do something and they don't do it, and you get upset and yet they're fine and they're not fazed, that's one thing about kids. If you realize they aren't fazed, or they bounce back and get over it quickly. I love that, the innocence of a child. But as adults, we tend to hold on to things, and you know that's why we have so much anxiety, stress, mental health. I don't have much battery life, so I better hurry up. But yeah, it doesn't take much to be nice and kind to people. And guess what? When you're doing that, you're creating good karma for yourself, and you're not stressing yourself. Like when you get mad at somebody in traffic, I mean, we all do. I'm not immune to it. Do you think that other person, that other car hears you or thinking about what they're doing to you? Nope. Self-preservation. They're thinking about themselves. All you can do is tell yourself, calm down, because all you're doing is hurting yourself, your stress level. You are putting your body in distress to diseases. And you know what disease is, right? It's your body that's not at ease. A disease. Your body is not at ease. The goal is for your body to be at ease, so you can function at a level. That's why when you're happy, you're more in tune to want to do things, to be helpful. You know, you're able to retain things, remember things. I mean, life is short. For a human, life is short. If you think about these plant lives, I mean, yeah, plants are annual, perennial, like they may not last that long. But trees, think about trees. All these trees, they're going to be here after we're gone. Unless you chop them down. So all these trees, they're going to be here after you're gone. Our lifespan is short compared to them. But we have a lot of societal pressures and norms from outside and inside influences, and you know, our own personal goals. And we're so used to we're very impatient right now, and I think that really puts a lot of stress on us. Everybody wants immediately, now. And guess what? Your emergency isn't somebody else's emergency. It depends, but you think about it. Your emergency isn't somebody else's emergency. So you take all the steps that you need to take so that you don't have an emergency. Or when an emergency occurs, you have the capacity to react. You be proactive, so when you got to be reactive, you can perform. You can still perform at a peak level. So yeah, so I say that to, you know, that's why I garden. You know, like I say, like it's my hobby, it's my passion, it keeps me calm. It helps me balance and think about things, think about life. I mean, it's my time to reflect. It also makes me think of, you know, how is this going to help me? How is this going to help my family? And by extension, others. You know, when you have an abundance of things, you don't mind sharing. You know, some people will, usually when you have an abundance, you don't mind sharing. Come get it. You know, and sometimes you don't even know what you got. But it's never too late. It's never too late to learn. Knock and the door shall be open, but you have to walk through it, people. You can't expect everything to be self-served and immediate to you. So this is 3 trays of freeze-dried lemon balm. And I realize everybody doesn't have a freeze dryer. So in all, to wrap this up, because my camera is going to die on me. It looks like lemon balm should be If you can't freeze dry it, I mean, you can dehydrate it. I have stuff that I dehydrated because I didn't always have a freeze dryer. It was just one of those things I did research on, and you know, I made the necessary adjustments to get one because it made sense to me. I prioritized it, but it works for me, you know, and I was able to get it for me and my family. And you know, my family don't all adopt and believe what I believe, and that's fine. That is just fine. But guess what? They need me, or they need what I have that they might have snubbed their nose at before. I'm still gonna give it to them because they my people. But that's 3 trays of freeze-dried lemon balm. So yeah, and I have one more tray. This is mint and lavender. So since I did like 3 trays, which is equate to like a quart of freeze-dried lemon balm, I'm gonna use the pint for my lavender and my mint. This is my lavender. As I'm preserving this for a later use, I still feel that relationship to this herb, to this plant, and what it's sacrificing, what its purpose was, its purpose in life, in its cycle of life. Yeah, I know I sound like that crazy plant lady. It's all good. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, growing up, I never would have imagined this is how my life would be at this point. I don't even think I thought about it at all. But, yeah. I mean, it's true. The older you get, the wiser you are. The more you're more willing to listen to people, especially people that are older than you, because you now have a newfound respect for their knowledge, their experience, and consider it taking a shortcut. Because if you are listening to what they're telling you, I mean, yeah, there are some people that are pushy. I need to hurry up. There are some people that are pushy. I mean, it's up to you. However you want to, you know, you formulate your opinions, but, you know, and people that you respect and you're willing to have an open, objective mindset when you interact with them. And, you know, just, especially if your grandparents are still alive, listen, don't take that for granted, people. Because when they're gone, they're gone. Their legacy lives on through you, but their wisdom goes with them. So take in what they got to tell you. I mean, my grandfather, even my grandmother, I mean, she had 15 kids, or 16. All in all, she had a lot of kids. And if you look at them, I mean, it wasn't a textbook, storybook life. It wasn't. It's not for me to pass judgment or understand what and why they did what they did. But when I think back and reflect on some of the things that my grandparents would say to me, my grandmother, my grandfather, I mean, had I listened sooner, I might have saved myself some agony in life, some bad decisions and poor choices. But guess what? I acknowledge they were my decisions, they were my choices, they were now my experiences, and now I can say, that's what she meant by that, that's what he meant by that. I mean, you know, you got to be able to be receptive to the message that's being given to you, because you got to formulate your own opinion, and you got to be ready for that message. You got to be ready. to receive it and apply it. I say that to, I mean, have good vibes, people. Have good, positive energy. Do it for yourself, not for others. Do it for yourself. You're doing yourself a favor by having good, positive energy, having a good, positive mindset. I mean, hey, I get it. Life happens. I mean, when I mean, we got to work to make money. So, I mean, trust me, I get it. I'm in corporate America. I get it. It's stressful. And I've been in corporate America for 18 years. And I'm like, now I can't, now looking back, I'm like, I didn't even plan on doing what I do for so long that I'm in. I truly got into it out of this is what I'll do to pay the bills right now. I could tell it was a stressful profession. So I was like, I'm not going to stay in this for long. I'm going to take what I can out of this and find another path. Here I am 18 years later. 18 years later. I'm still in the same profession. But, you know, it is what it is. It's based on decisions and experiences in life. And, you know, like once you get those experiences, you know, that's why I don't think it's really the same anymore. I mean, it is to some extent. A lot of companies are still, I can't tell anybody who to hire, or they tend to go for a lot of younger, cheaper talent. For one, and I understand the pros and cons because, you know, I'm in management too. And of course, you know, you don't make your hires based on their age. You can't discriminate. But the more experience you have, you know, the more you tend to get compensated, because that's how that's the way society is. You got to compensate for people's time. But the people that has more experience, you know, you tend to have a better output. But the younger workforce, they tend to, because they are more adapt to society, and they're able to communicate in a way, they're able to communicate with their generation, because that's who they grew up with. So that's what they understand. They know how to do that. That's why you see a lot of in my opinion, some personality conflicts between generations, because as people evolve, as we evolve, change. So this is from my patio deck, the lavender. My jars and stuff, I cleaned them and I put them back so that when these things are ready, they're ready to go. And I'm not sitting there waiting on a jar to get cleaned and dry. I just do that and have it on hand and ready for when I'm preserving. Because usually I don't have time like this, like I'm doing right now, rambling, running my mouth. But, yeah. And make sure you label. But this is the mint. I can really smell that mint. I'm grateful excuse me, y'all. I'm between allergies and then traveling, and I know I caught a bug when I was traveling. I say all this like 6 something in the morning as I'm preserving. Y'all, be easy. Be easy on yourself. Be easy with others. Be nice and kind and respectful and courteous. I mean, if we all did that, I mean, just think about how... I think I really am listening to how I sound, and I really never thought I was, you know, sound like this. But I do, because, I mean, I get it. It clicks. It clicks and makes sense for me. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Be understanding, kind to others, because guess what? We are human. Be kind and courteous and respectful to each other, and do it for yourself. If not for anybody else, do it for yourself. Okay? So I say all that to say thank you guys for hanging out with me as I preserve my herbs. which I have a newfound respect and love for. This is my mints. I have some more mint out there that I'm gonna pull and preserve. It's a pint of lavender. And my new favorite, lemon balm. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.